So we used to do that every year. Yeah.
These are the categories. Senior. Goal, assist, shot on goal, shot not on goal.
Senior. Junior. Number 5. Jack. Senior.
First class one, first class two, and then penalties.
Junior. Number 8.
Someone turn a chair.
Senior. Number 9. Sean Hoffman.
Ticks, if you will. So we just
Senior.
call it out.
Number 12. Oden. Sean. Senior. Number 14. Aiden
Do
Johnson.
the best we can between all of us. We'll do
Senior. Number 22. Ryder. Halstead. Freshman. Number 23. Austin. Thank you. And junior. Number 30. Brendan Lavender. Brandon Carlson. Josh Schwartz. And now, starting lineup for your Maple Crimson. Junior. Number 1. Charlie Parker. Sophomore. Number 3. Eli Marion. Sophomore. Number 4. Jude Clear. Senior. Number 7. Josh Thompson. Freshman. Number 12. Jackson Murdoch. Junior. Number 18. Eli Bird.
Yeah.
Freshman. Number 30. Cole Rogowski. Sophomore. Number 32. Jay Kukula. Junior. Number 43. Brady Omar. And sophomore. Number 50. Easton Berry. By Jeff Olson.
I can start with
Do you want to
that.
start that? Because I'm happy to do that part.
Okay.
Because I'm good at that part.
You're good at it all.
Wow.
I do like their helmets.
Yeah.
Oh, are you guys, do I have to do league conference on Thursday if I want to watch it?
He's in charge, yeah.
We'll be down in Florida. So, yeah. We
Okay.
got no kid in
Bring her home.
Okay.
Yeah. Baby girl's coming home. I'm just kidding. Sorry. I'm being a smart ass.
That works. No problem.
Oh, that's true.
Once we get started, then I don't have to pay attention.
Trent, where's Steph? She,
She has some boyfriend and bullshit.
She's coming to
Okay, lacrosse fans, welcome back to beautiful Maple Grove in the Crimson Stadium. 48 degrees on the thermometer, but it feels like 34. Is this Minnesota lacrosse or what? We've got a masterpiece tonight. I mentioned the 7-0 Wayzata Trojans in the gorgeous blue uniforms,
job.
taking on
That's
the
a win.
hometown
No, it's
Crimson.
not.
6-2 on the season
Ground ball.
in their crimson
Ground
and
ball
white.
10.
And just off the draw, the Trojans will take first stab at an attack zone offense as Odin Schoen takes the ball into their attack zone and lines up the defense. Number 8, Thor Sukup, the junior. You'll hear his name in the fall on the football field, but for tonight, number 8 will line up, and he leads the team thus far in points, does Sukup, with 26 overall. Behind the net it goes as that comes across. That's number 6, Cam Johnson. He'll go to the goal line extended and work his way through the defense. The Crimson once again taking on their goaltender is number 4,
Shot not
Jude
on.
Ferris,
Yep.
a sophomore Ferris, as the shot goes off the side and out of bounds, but controlled back to Wayzata. Number 9, Hoffman will take the ball. He'll pass off to Johnson once again. He'll run the point. He'll employ a dodge, look, and bounce back out, maybe smartly. That goes across to 24. That's Hunter Nordset.
Turnover 12.
And a turnover to Odin Schoen will give the ball to the Crimson as they cross midfield. A good play there by Josh Thompson, the senior. 15 goals, 7 assists, 22 points for Thompson as he corrals the ball on the far side. That goes to the top as number 2, Jack Olson, the leading goal scorer for the Crimson, will go past. That goes past the net and a shot attempt, but controlled to the Crimson. Gives me a chance to highlight the Trojans goaltender in net for Wayzata. Number 30 is Brendan Lavender. For the junior Lavender, he comes in with a 7-0 record on the season, a 3.93 goals against average, folks. That is tops in the state, top 3 in the state, according to this young man's research. He also comes in with a save percentage of .728, which is elite and
Save
just
30.
on cue. He knocks that to the side. Lavender off his thigh will steer to the side, and he'll look forward for the Trojans offense. He'll carry with space, looking for opportunities. He'll find number 4 on the far side. That's Ben Weekly, the senior. Weekly finds number 9. I believe that's Hoffman, who goes into Ryder Alstead, leaping like Superman through the crease, but that gets off track in ball control to the Crimson.
22.
Ferris will take the ball in hand. That'll hand off. That's number 1, the defenseman Charlie Parker for the Crimson as they get to midfield. That's and as cold as it is outside of this press box, I am now taking off my sweatshirt as the heat from the press box is starting to pile up. There's another shot from the Crimson. That'll find its way all the way to the wall. But first to the ball, out of bounds, back to Crimson control. Top of the key it goes as they go around the horn. We'll find number 11, Will Burgess. He'll engage the defense, get to the middle, and a nice defensive play there by Weekly. And that'll go to Lavender on a ground ball in a nice defensive stance once again for the Trojans as that ball gets all the way to midfield.
Matt, who had the
and a
force?
nice defensive play for the moment as the Trojans will send that ball out of bounds, controlled to Charlie Parker for the Crimson as he looks forward. He's encountered there by number 9. That's Sean Hoffman for the Trojans. He does a nice
Forced
job
turnover 9, ground ball
escorting
9.
the ball out of the stick and into his own, and he'll sit on the far sideline and wait for the cavalry to come. Hoffman will come to the top of the point. He'll find Schoen on the logo as the Trojans look for their offense. Sukup will engage. Number 6, Cam Johnson on the far side. That gets to Alstead, and Alstead finds the back of the net. And just like that, the Trojans will take a 1-0 lead. Alstead from Hoffman at the 7:41 mark in quarter number 1, and the Trojans go ahead 1-0.
And so, back in the day, we used to write of the time, like quarter 1, I don't know if they're like, I don't know if they're doing.
Ton of kids here.
When it was,
Yes, all of them.
oh, there he is, okay, there's a.
Back to the logo we go. For the Trojans, I believe that's Owen Doyle on the dot.
Yeah, it is.
He'll battle. I'll catch the number as soon as he turns.
18.
18.
No, the other number.
That ball control to the Crimson as they engage in their defensive zone. Turnover for the moment. A nice defensive play.
Turnover
Once again for
22.
Wayzata as Alstead will take that into the near
Who was the
corner.
turnover?
He'll find Cam Johnson, who did a nice job escorting the ball out of the stick of the Crimson and finding it in his basket for the moment. That goes behind the net. That's Alstead. Hoffman will go up to Sukup and then over to Schoen, the quarterback, to the point guard here shown as he engages the defense, marking him up as Max Kiefer for the Crimson. Just off the mark, Schoen gets a shot, but a really good save by Ferris once again, knocking that ball, but a fortuitous bounce for the
Ground ball
Trojans
9.
as they get the ball back after a nice shot in the crease from Schoen. That gets all the way around to Nordseth, number 24 for the Trojans. He employs some patience. The waiting teammates there set a pick to the side, did Sukup, but Nordseth went the other direction. Behind the net, that'll get to Cam Johnson. Cam will survey. He finds a pick, sets his spot. He locks and loads, sends a shot off the mark, just over the top of the net. Ferris might have got a stick on that, but just over the top it goes, and no net. There's another shot. That's number 9, Sean Hoffman with a goal. And the Trojans go up 2-0
Yeah.
with 6:06 on the clock, 2-0.
22.
And that should be Johnson from, or Hoffman from Alstead, if my memory serves.
Yes.
All right, nice.
Oh, it is getting toasty there. I like it.
Back to the logo. Doyle on the
Win
dot.
for
will
18,
win
ground ball
to
16.
The Trojans control. That's number 16, Jack Adams with the long stick forward. He uses the referee as a pick and works its way back to Nordseth at the top. Youth night here tonight. If you get a chance to look out into the crowd, you'll see a good handful of youth, a handful of attack men, midfielders, and one goalie. I saw one goalie stick on the field earlier. But all of the up-and-coming Crimson here to cheer on their heroes on the Crimson side. Sukup will take space. He gets inside just off the crease. He gets escorted out and then back out of the ball. Here's Alstead inside. He finds space, goes down to his knees, almost does a tumble on his shoulder. And just like that, we've got a call here.
Turnover
And
22.
we've got Crimson ball, but a nice athletic play there from Alstead. Despite the header, he did a nice job getting to the crease and keeping the ball in play. Once again, the Crimson will take midfield. That's number 7, Josh Thompson. Thompson goes behind the net to the X position. Send it around to Olsen. Olsen to Eli Varian, another member of the top 3 goal scorers for the Crimson. Number 3, Varian, keep an eye on him. Number 24, Blake Cherney, he'll come through. Shot attempt or pass attempt gets off the side of the net, steered to the side by Lavender. Another circle about and a shot. And my goodness, what a save by Brendan Lavender on his knees. Keeps it out of the back of the net, pounces on it. Ball control here. Referees indicate to the Crimson, but a nice save once again for Lavender. And he's starting the game off with several big stops in the early going of quarter 1. 4:24 remaining on the clock as the Crimson will look to cut into the 2-0 lead from the Trojans. At the top of the circle, that's number 7, Josh Thompson. He gets space, finds it, but my goodness, again, Lavender steers it to the side, goes off the post, out of bounds, control back to Crimson. But another good stop there from the Trojans defense to keep that ball out of the net as number 7, Josh Thompson will gather. He's encountered with the long stick of number 21, Matt Leach from the Trojans. Weekly will eyeball. He's marked up. That's number 2 on offense, Olsen.
Save
He gets a
30.
shot. Another big save by Lavender. And stop me if you've heard that. But my goodness, starting quarter number 1, Lavender with several big stops. Here he is again on the doorstep. My goodness, a blood shot. A doorstep chance for number 7, Josh Thompson. But Lavender says, I got it. And he finds it in his ballyhoo and sends it down the field to midfield. That's number 1, Tommy Colmenero. And that gets to number 22, Alstead. Shot attempt locked down again. We got a goaltender battle as Ferris knocks that to the side. Number 7, Thompson will carry through. Number 2, Olsen will find it in his stick. Battle ensues there. Body position, nice job. That's Igor
Force
Johnson, the
14,
senior
force
defender.
14, ground ball
Number
14
for the Trojans as he takes space. Substitutions coming on for the Trojans as Colmenero will exit. Sukup on. Now Nordseth on. Substitutions for the Crimson. That's number 15, who I don't have on the roster. So bear with me if that's your child. He looks good. Nordseth will take it on the far side. Patience employed 2:21 remaining in quarter number 1. Ball control to Schoen at the top. He meanders his way through, finds it to Johnson. Schoen will walk in and he finds the back of the net. And the Trojans go up 3-0 early in quarter number 1. 1:57 on the clock. Schoen.
Number 12, Odin shot.
Nice. That's awesome.
Timeout on the field for the moment as the Crimson regroup and the Trojans walk off to teammate high fives, and we'll come back in just 1 minute for the remaining part of quarter number 1.
Okay, it's so hot in here. Open the window. It's like I'm dying.
Sorry, it's us. Not you, it's us.
Are we okay, like doing what we're doing?
Yes, you no, well,
We're just
don't swear, I think is the
Yeah.
one rule.
Lacrosse night.
But apparently somebody can hear me in the background. Kim Hoffman was like,
Up in the box with me. Somebody calling on the assist.
Oh, this
We also are going to be
So I
doing
gotta
raffles
zip it.
all evening. And we throw you
If it gets cold, yell at me, okay? But I'm just gonna keep that open for the moment.
Honestly, I
Oh,
kind of like
please,
the
it's-
atmosphere part of it too.
I know, right?
run.
Good jacket and a vest. Technically got a heater in it if I need it.
Come up to the south side of the press box for your award.
Oh, all the
okay.
Back to action here on the field as the Trojans now are ahead 3-0 with 1:57 in quarter number 1. Going back to the logo for a draw, that's number 18, Owen Doyle, and number 32 for the Crimson, that's sophomore Chase Kudla. For Kudla, that is 2 goals, 1 assist on the season for Kudla. Ball is down, they wrestle, and Kudla will walk out with it. Nice job on the draw for him as the Crimson will take control and look once again to cut into this lead. See if they can't get past this tenacious Trojans defense. Quarter number 1 doing a nice job on both ends are the Trojans. Substitutions here, that's number 24, Blake Cherney. Cherney will find number 11, Burgess at the top. He'll dance. Just try to get past number 25, that's Max Kavanaugh, and a shot and a goal. And with that goal, the Crimson will cut into the lead.
We gotta be able to slide.
1.
Slide those there, but we gotta be able to slide to our patrols.
And the roar from the bleachers is rattling the press box
Number
here.
11, Will Burgess.
That's Burgess on the goal for the for the Crimson. For Burgess, that's his 9th goal of the season to go with 8 assists. So a nice start. Really, I can't say start for the season as we're already halfway through or more than halfway through the lacrosse season. But Burgess gets the Crimson on the board, cuts into the lead 3-1. Control back to the Crimson as they come through midfield. A nice leaping grab there for the Crimson, but a nice defensive
Forced
play
turnover
as well.
14, ground ball 16.
For the Hornet, gosh,
Ground ball 4.
for the Trojans,
Ground ball 4,
will
yeah.
take that ball. That's number 16, Jack Adams. That gets to Sukup near midfield. He'll find it on his stick and come through. Not afraid of running the field is Sukup as he takes space. Gets a look at the net.
Oh,
Turnover there as he
Turnover
bobbled
8.
that ball, and we'll get a turnover back to the Crimson. 36 seconds on the clock. Through midfield, do the Crimson go? That's number 1, Charlie Parker. He's encountered by Matt.
Oh, nice
That goes,
job.
nice
4.
job again. Number 21 is Matt Leach doing a nice job defensively in the early going. But that ball gets back to the top.
No, good carry, Jake.
I believe that's 16. And a shot and a goal. And the Crimson coming down in quarter 3, 3-0, have now cut the lead to 3-2 on a nice goal there. Impatience as 8 seconds remain on the clock. I believe it was number 2, Jack Olson.
Number 12, Jackson Hermatka.
I will take that back as we got Jackson Hermadka with his 6th goal of the season. Number 12, the freshman Hermadka. 6 goals, 3 assists now for him as the Crimson take a cut into the lead
on the
once
draw.
again, 3-2. Ball control
That was a
to the
win for
Trojans on the
13,
draw.
ground ball
Will have it
21.
in his stick, but the horn will sound and quarter number 1 will come to an end.
Did you get that last
Fast
bit?
and
Yeah,
furious
ground ball
start
ground ball
for
21.
the Trojans, and a nice job closing it for the Crimson. And we end quarter number 1 with Wayzata ahead 3-2. Be back in just a minute.
Where are you broadcasting this?
We've got 4 more raffles in between quarters here.
Lake conference.
Brody's going to help us call out the last 3 digits.
Do you want this? Do you think better if it's not leaned?
That's 874-265. Next one.
Whatever you think is better.
I mean, if it's leaned, you can kind of see. Oh, there you go.
That's 874-272.
Yeah.
See how that looks.
874-274.
You want to dance all day?
874-264. If your number was called, please go to the south side of the press box for your prize.
Started out.
Back to live action here in Maple Grove, and quarter number 2 just beginning. Teams will switch ends now. You'll have your hometown white jersey Crimson going left to right, and the blue and white of the Trojans going right to left. Doyle on the dot on the logo. He'll battle against Kudla once again as the referees wait for the start. And the whistle goes, or the horn goes. Quarter number 2 starts now. The logo will go, the ball, nice sweep by Kudla to take the ball control for the Crimson as they take their first chance for offense in their attack zone.
There you go.
Turnover there for the moment, and a nice job defensively by Adams on number 7, Josh Thompson. But Thompson with a really nice stick work there, able to salvage the possession and keep it into the attack zone for the Crimson. Number 2, Olson, he surveys. Aiden Johnson, 14 on defense. Olson takes the shot out of bounds. Nowhere really near Lavender on that one, but closest to the ball out of bounds, and possession remains with Maple Grove. The far corner, that'll go to 18, Eli Berg. Berg's
Forced turnover 21, drawn
away
ball
from the ball.
30.
Nice job again, 21 Leach. I've called his name a couple times on defense already. And Brendan Lavender doing a nice job with his stick work to get the possession back to Wayzata. Through midfield goes the Trojans as number 6, Cam Johnson will take possession. He'll weave his way around, throw a nice kickball style pass to Schoen. Schoen will find Sukup at the point as Nordseth walks past him. The Trojans offense setting up. Sukup will take the space. He'll go left, get engaged there. Nice defense there. That's number 5, Maxwell Kiefer. Schoen, Johnson. He loads but fires back. There's a shot. Hoffman off the side of the net. And a nice job there by Ferris to pick that ball up. Good look from the Trojans, but just off the mark for... and Ferris was able to find it in his stick. Midfield action it goes. Another
Forced
good
16
defensive play for Jack Adams.
Yes.
That gets back to the Trojans' control. Johnson once again will walk in. Circle back out. Shown to Nordseth. Getting this roster down pat now. Nordseth looks back to Schoen. 9:39 in quarter 2 remains. Johnson will walk. He takes a left-hand turn, finds it inside Nordseth, takes a shot off the mark. Ball control
Shot
to
not on.
Sukup. A nice jaw hustle play for Sukup, as Ferris was pretty close to that ball as well, but ball control back to Wayzata. Sukup will encounter, gets right inside, and my goodness,
Shot
what a
on
save.
22.
Ferris with a very good save off of Alstead with a chance, and another good stop. And Ferris is going nuts right now.
Yep.
Good defensive play across the board for the
Good
Crimson.
saves.
2 good chances for the Trojans inside, but Ferris standing tall in that net, and we've got ourselves a fantastic goalie battle.
Oh.
Keep an eye on Brendan Lavender on the
broken.
other end. He's way out of the net as the
2 sticks down.
Crimson find their way across
no.
midfield. That will get inside. That's number 7. He's
Turnover by 8.
he is
Okay, 8.
left
Forced-
out
forced
ball as
12,
number
ground
5.
ball
Weekly
5.
will take it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Billingsley will take it for the Trojans. That gets to Aiden Johnson. Forgive me. He'll take midfield with the long stick. Circle
Gotta go
back.
get a touch. Timeout.
Timeout on the field to the Crimson.
Good timeout.
Just the,
I mentioned the Trojans coming in with an undefeated record. They're one of 5 remaining teams with an unblemished record, and certainly look to continue that here tonight against a very stout and spunky Maple Grove team. For those that don't know, Maple Grove coming into the Lake Conference for the first time this season, going last season through the Northwest Suburban Conference. Their 2025 effort led to a 5-10 record overall, 4-4 in the Northwest Suburban Conference, and in fact they ended their season on a loss to this Wayzata team in the Section 5 semifinals last year. Last year for the Crimson, they had 8.13 goals per game and 13.2 points per game. In contrast to this season, the goals per game have gone up to 10.5 and 14.75 points per game. So a very stout team and a very young team here, the Maple Grove Crimson, against a very experienced and senior-led squad from the Trojans. I'll get into their season past here in just a minute. Ball control should be in the hands of the blue and gold, as Schoen will take it at the top. That'll get to Nordseth. He takes instruction from coach, circles back to the logo.
Go hard, buddy. Go hard.
Nordseth
Go,
will
go,
walk.
go, go,
He
go,
takes
go,
a
go.
left, finds it back to Schoen. Schoen goes to the right, circles back, maybe smartly. A nice job defensively by number 43, Brady Bodner, for the Crimson. Nordseth once
Hard down.
again
Go,
goes
go, go, go.
left. He finds space, gets inside to 9. Hoffman
9,
just off the
shot
goal.
on.
Another big save by Ferris.
That was on the pipe.
Yep.
And a great effort there. And
There
just
it is,
like
12,
that, number
unassisted.
12, Odin Schoen will walk in. He'll go low and get it past Ferris. And the Trojans get back into the scoring notch, going up 4-2 now with 7:43 remaining.
Nice job, 12.
For Schoen, that is his ninth and 10th goal on the season for the senior, to go along with 7 assists, so 17 points within the first 8 games now for the Wayzata Trojans.
You're playing long short stick.
Back to the logo. Doyle. We've got a hold, and we'll get the ball to the Crimson. Pretty clean game thus far. The Crimson will take possession, go into their attack zone. Number 11, William Burgess, throws it to number 7, Josh Thompson. Thompson will take space. Behind the X will go number 2.
Yep.
Olsen engages there. Lavender marks him up along with several blue sweaters from the Trojans defense.
Yep.
Pass in front, nice look from the Crimson, just off the mark is
I don't
number
think there's
11, Will
I don't see a
Burgess. could
forced
not
there. It
find
was just a
that with
bad
his
pass,
stick.
but he
But
definitely
a
gets
good defensive play there for the Trojans as they lose control near midfield. Now the ball bouncing back and forth, taken by Olstead, I believe. Then Colmenero. Colmenero losing his jersey off his shoulder, hassling the Crimson line.
We never registered. We never had possession.
That ball will go to the
Did we ever
Crimson
have the ball in that
on
side of
the
midfield?
near
So the
midfield.
count never starts.
Ryder might have had it for a little bit at the beginning.
They must
Ball
have called
control
that.
to Maple Grove. Number 7 will take that. A nice catch for Josh Thompson at the logo.
16.
That gets banded, ballyhooed about as Thompson grabs it once again. 24, Cherney. He'll walk. He'll take space. He'll get inside. Nice job defensively for the Trojans. That's 16 once again doing a nice job. Jack Adams
16
as he
for us.
knocks that ball to the side. Lavender
Sure.
picks it up
Giving it to him.
and a clear for the Trojans through midfield. Nordseth walks with vigor and a heft in his step.
Come on, save
But
it.
he's encountered. Nice job defensively. Once again, Olstead will scoop for the Trojans. He'll slow things down for a minute. 5:59 on the second quarter clock. I believe that's Sukup on the far side. Referee on his knee there, tying his shoe. Number 6, Cam Johnson will blast one off of a player's shin, and that goes all the way out of bounds. My goodness, I do not want to be that shin. Now the Trojans will take the ball once again. Johnson to Nordseth at the top.
Come on, Cam. Push hard. Push, push, push. Push, push, push.
Cam Johnson
Get
will
around the
take
corner.
space. He goes left. Nice job defensively to steer him to the side. But he takes more space.
Oh,
He gets
there it is.
inside.
Oh.
And my goodness, where's the ball?
6
They,
shot on.
it was right
Shot
on
on.
the line to gain. And the referee
Great
right
dodge.
on top of it. But a good stop for
For-
Ferris once again.
forced turnover,
as the
22, ground
Trojans
ball,
had that
22.
right on the goal line. But just out of the mark. And another big stop
Shot
from
on
Ferris.
9.
My goodness.
Start happening.
Fantastic job. Number 4, Jude Ferris. Outstanding in net here thus far tonight. As the Crimson get the ball. in
Forced
the attack
turnover,
zone.
4.
Unforced error will send that out of bounds. And number 21, Matt Leach, will take it for the Trojans and come the other way. 4:44 on the second quarter clock. Aiden Johnson gets it to Nordseth. Nordseth takes a blow. He'll turn the ball over there in midfield. That
Nothing
gets all
yet.
the way down the line. A good job for the Trojans as Sean Hoffman will take it right off the line.
You got timeout.
And
Ground
get a
ball 9.
very good
Good
approval
time.
from the coach and an excellent effort
two
for the
timeouts,
Trojans
though,
to
right?
get that ball back and maintain control. Timeout once again on the field. 4:27 left in quarter number 2. Wayzata 4, Maple Grove 2. The Lake Conference
Did we not
Network.
take control?
Be back in just a minute.
Maybe we didn't take one.
No, I think the Maple Grove took the first one.
Okay.
Which we thought they Wayzata took it, but they called it Maple Grove.
Did they track it? They track it?
That's 874-217. Your number was called. Please come to the south side of the press box.
I need to see some more from Jack Adams. He's always an animal out there.
Happy Cinco de Mayo to everybody as we come back to action here in Maple Grove. Ball controlled to Wayzata as Nordseth will take it on the whistle. 4:27 on the clock remain in quarter number 2. Goals by Alstead, Hoffman, and Schoen for the Trojans. And for the Crimson, Burgess and Hermadka. And that nets are 4-2 tally thus far. Looks like some maintenance here on the net. And that shot by Hoffman that went off the side of the net. Must need a new clip here as the referees look for help from the staff. That gives me a chance to highlight some of the play for the Trojans. I mentioned the effort from 2025 on the Crimson side. The Trojans went through 2025 with a 12-4 record. They were 4-2 in the Lake Conference. They ended their season in the Section 5 championship with a loss to Mill St. Margaret 8-10. But a nice job for the Crimson, highlighting a couple players from season past for the Trojans. Be Cullen Britz, Bennett Brown, Will Malika, Evan Weatherford. A highlight reel of players in Wayzata lore now playing in college in their respective schools. But good to have them on the roster as we look forward to 2026. The Trojans this season 957 goals per game and 15 points per game. That's down a bit from the last season, but plenty of lacrosse here for both teams to continue pressing into the statistics for the Lake Conference. Recapping some of the highlight games in thus far this season for the Trojans. They're all wins, 7-0 on the season, beating St. Michael in the opener 5-4, a tight contest. Then at Matamidi at 14-4. Then at home beating a very spunky Tonka team 9-6. Then an interesting time on the road as they went to Wisconsin, took on Arrowhead, winning 16-7, and Mukwonago 3-2, which sounds more like a baseball or hockey game than a lacrosse game. But in that particular game, Brendan Lavender had 16 of 18 saves, an elite performance for him in that. They came back, beat Hopkins Park, and then earlier last week, beating Edina in a very close one, 5-4. And back to action we go after the net repair, and Ferris now taking the ball behind the net, making a nice move on the defense. He's engaged, and finally a call. And Crimson will maintain the possession. Timeout, excuse me.
They got a timeout.
I think the coach saw a little bit of a danger play there, and I think a good timeout. Just a few ticks off the clock now, 4:06 remaining in quarter number 2. Having gone through this season's games for the Trojans, I'll certainly highlight the 6-2 record for the Crimson this season. They started off with a loss to White Bear Lake, 13-17, and then 3 consecutive wins from Matamidi, beating Hopkins and Andover handily, then a loss to Eden Prairie, 7-12, and then another streak of 3 wins, beating Rochester, Edina, 10-9, a very fun one for those Eagles that watched that one, and then this past week beating St. Michael Albertville 9-4, netting them their 6-2 record on the season. Coaches had enough of that timeout. Ball control to the Crimson as they look to take midfield.
Dead center. 7.
That's number 11, William Burgess will take
Oh, there
space.
you go.
Force
Nice.
9, ground ball
Defensive
9.
place. That's Alstead and Hoffman for the Trojans, finding the ball in their basket on a turnover from Crimson. Now 3:47 remaining in quarter number 2. Sukup
Numbers.
finds Schoen with a hot stick. But my goodness, a hotter one from Ferris as he stops another doorstep chance. My goodness. Jude Ferris, I wish they had saves on the board or shots because he's having
there
a
we go.
fantastic night.
4.
Another
Forced
out-of-bounds
4.
play will get the ball back to the Trojans at midfield. Sukup will take it for the blue and gold.
Watch it. Double. Double.
He's
Get
doubled
out, get
there
out.
for the moment, but he
out.
steps
Run
out.
away. Run away. Run away.
Abort.
That's 23 to freshman Benke. Hand off to Nordseth at the point. Nordseth will take space, go to the X. Goal line extended. That's Hoffman, number 9. Back to Sukup, not afraid to shoot it from that 12-meter.
Get up. Get up.
He found his way out
Too-
the field.
too tight.
Gets back up. Takes a blow on his hand.
Turnover
there,
8.
Turns the ball over. That's number 7. Josh Thompson for the Crimson will find it in his stick and run forward. He'll get depleted there for the moment. Flag will
What?
go down.
Get the ball.
We'll have a penalty here on the Trojans with 2:33 remaining. Looks like a slashing call to number 5.
Oh, 5.
That's Jack Billingsley. He'll come off and feel shame for a few seconds.
How many? Is that
Penalty on
30?
Wayzata, number 5/1 minute.
Oh, 1 minute. 1 minute on the penalty to Billingsley.
It's a personal foul. It's a clear. Doesn't matter where it is. He's supposed to come across. Yeah.
Ball control to number 12, that's Jackson Hermadka. He had a goal earlier for the Crimson. That goes to 18, Berg. Berg and Olsen will hand it off to each other. That goes around the horn. Back to Hermadka. Hermadka. Burgess circles. Olsen finds it. Lavender says no. And that goes out of bounds. Back
Got a
to the
save.
Crimson control. 2 minutes on the clock.
I think it might went over the net.
You can't let him shoot that.
Hermadka once again will take space.
Okay.
Goes
Oh.
off the stick
Wayzata,
of
nice.
18, Berg. And a turnover here gives the
Anybody there?
Trojans the ball
It's working back.
with the
Yeah,
penalty
forced
to
4.
Billingsley
Four.
about
Is he
to
on the
expire
passer, right?
in flash as well.
All right. Go. Go.
Adams will take the ball through midfield.
Give it.
We'll get teammate Aiden Johnson with the long stick. Believe
Cam. Oh, shot on.
Cam Johnson
Yes.
Oh.
6
with
unassisted.
the- oh, walking in.
Oh, it's
I didn't see the angle. I don't know how he found the angle, but Cam Johnson finds the twine just past goaltender Ferris. And Johnson will net the Trojans a 5-2 lead with 1:26 remaining on the clock.
Wasn't right.
Yeah, so a hold or a push.
We got 13 out there now.
Big one.
Doyle and Kudla back on the logo.
Let's do it, Doyle. Let's do it, Doyle.
This is 13 actually. This is Elias.
Sorry.
Elias.
13.
Alex Elias.
Alex.
Okay, that's right.
On the dot instead for the Trojans is number 13, Alex Elias. As control goes to the Crimson, Kudla will take that under control. He'll find midfield. They'll get space.
Oh,
My
10.
goodness,
Forced
what a
turnover,
stick. John
10.
Evans, number 10, with a leap of faith, and he finds it in his basket, and he'll carry it forward.
Is that a ground ball, man?
Forced turnover for sure.
Ball on the far side, that's Cam Johnson once again. He's marked up by 30. That's Cole Rogowski for the Crimson. Johnson will turn. Shown at the top. 44 seconds left. Set a pick, but step to the side. Shown will engage forward.
Patience.
Nice job defensively by Kiefer for the Crimson. Johnson spins, finds space. Shown has an angle, but Ferris finds it in his
Shot on
basket
12.
once again. Ferris just lights out here thus far in this first half for the Crimson. 20 seconds now on the clock as the Crimson get into their attack zone. Defense regroups from the Trojans. Ball control, pass back and forth.
Forced
but
turnover,
not to
5
the
ground ball,
side.
16.
Number 1, Colmenero will take it forward.
Go get a touch.
Colmenero to Schoen. Clock awareness as Johnson takes a shot just at the buzzer, off the mark, and we'll go into halftime with a fantastic game thus far. The Trojans from Wayzata coming into Crimson Stadium and moving ahead 5-2 on the hometown Maple Grove Crimson. Youth Night in Cinco de Mayo. Go back, freshen the beverage, come back for second half action in about 10 minutes. Thank you for listening on the Lake Conference Network. My name is Justin Fries. Thank you for dialing in. We'll be back in just a few.
Exactly.
It's balmy out there.
It's fun.
For a little bit, nice score. Do you have nights? Yeah. What?
No, I have a daughter that plays.
Okay.
So it's just
The article.
it's just a fun way to spend it. My wife hates it, but I know.
There's that one Timberwolves game.
It's fun. Kids love it.
Lincoln and Blake. You're going to call out.
So since you're like that, so do you know, are they just a bunch of boys or something? I wonder if
Yeah.
Well, actually,
I would, if you want to, can you write it down and I'll highlight it? You have it somewhere.
my son always knew it. He's gonna play rockers, and
yeah. So hopefully she'll lock in on her. Revenue fan. Coach does doing coverage for defense. So her teammates are maybe she'll lock her down again.
she's, I mean, that's, like she's
Ben Weekly's
table
playing
for
at
it,
St.
so,
John's on New
Yeah.
And so that's my job. She's
Eden Johnson.
You know what? Aiden's going to Lewis.
Aiden Johnson's in Lewis.
No, he's going to Indy.
Sorry, yes. You Indy. You Indy.
Kid again.
Yeah, 28.
28. Oh, no.
He's
Okay.
a freshman.
That's awesome.
So you got Ryder and Odin. Juniors. Billingsley, number 5, is Maris. I'll double check that. His little brother's coming in.
Yeah.
And then Thor's got an offer. I don't know.
He's a lacrosse offer? He's more of a football player.
But he's got a lacrosse offer.
And then
Cam's
I'm gonna tell him my kid.
Austin Nolan.
This is the first year he's played short stick. He's going to college to play long pole. That's cool. That's totally funny. which is totally bizarre.
What position does he
But
like?
that point
Attack?
comes
He
from
needs a left attack,
Fox
but I
across.
think he's got to be playing more.
And then these boys have played specifically with Josh Thompson and Jack Olson on the so they know each other. Close knit community.
Yeah, that's
Got in a couple of games.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
A lot of
club
stuff.
stuff brings it all
for
together.
what we're dealing with here, right?
Yeah.
I got a few dirty
Exactly.
things to say about the regular coach because obviously athletic time.
Yeah.
I was kidding.
I don't know, if it gets to be a long-winded injury timeout, you're going under the clock.
Yeah, so
Well, and Joker, their assistant,
they're just good.
was coaching any of the Wayzata boys as well as the Maple Grove boys as well as the
Is he your oldest?
He's my oldest. So,
Joker.
Maple
Maple Grove,
first year, fourth year.
Benil.
Two great.
Is that Joe Burrow, the coach?
Yeah.
He tied two tights. That's
My youngest is 15.
Well, I don't know if they just had a gap because of the years of daughter.
Zip tie. Yeah, because they still need
Yeah, it's good to see our crossbar.
50-year-olds. Nah, man, I'm going upstate. I'm going here.
Yeah, so Thor's
My daughter.
sister's in Midwest.
Yeah, I got a couple more.
It's such a fun
That's
story.
good, yeah.
My daughter also
He's only there. Oh, he's a 7? Okay. Oh, yeah, you guys.
That's funny.
My youngest
historically.
Yeah.
His brother's
I never played hockey.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
She's playing in college last night.
Labby?
Yeah, Labby. When Mike quit playing hockey, Mike's I wore short. Nordic skiing, cross country.
What's his,
I think that's fun. You know, because
Really such a crossover.
Exactly.
Of course.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
It just gets you out of that mental
You're
drawdown.
jogging.
Monotony.
Yeah. I didn't think you'd find a colder sport than hockey, but Nordic skiing is the coldest
Super fun.
It's fun. It's a colder sport.
Yeah.
Trent, I challenge that. Lacrosse is colder than all of those because you're prepared.
Get prepared, but hey,
Yeah,
minus 30 is minus 30 minutes.
Okay, Nordic maybe. Lacrosse is
Did
way
he play in
colder.
that tonight? Great team.
Yeah, I would agree.
Because hockey rinks are
Some
Yeah.
rinks are pretty.
I agree with
nice.
you.
Some are not so much.
This was a winter, maybe like Christmas gift one year,
Yes.
and I used it almost exclusively.
This year too has been travel.
You have the best toes in this whole station.
Oh my gosh, like I'm.
You pronounced it right. Shown or Scone or...
Yeah, Kevin's like, remember it was Annika Scone. We had that one year too.
They usually just put on.
Let's keep it rolling, Lincoln.
Well, on the girls' side,
His daughter plays.
yep.
874,
I still want, because there's a Jaden Miller and Lulu Fries is my daughter. And I want Miller to Fries so bad, so I can make the call and be like, you gotta admit, Miller and Fries sounds pretty good, right? And the goalie's Ainsley Weiner, which could be Wiener, depending on how you pronounce it. Wiener, Miller, and Fries.
874-219.
The suck up was my favorite.
When it happens, I'm gonna go nuts.
We did that. They kept calling Troy suck up.
Oh, really?
You want to take over?
Oh, you can do it. I just wasn't set. You're doing a great job.
It's all good. I just need a project. I can't.
No, you can do this. I'm good. I just wanted to sit.
We're a lot tighter.
Your brain, your head is definitely on the paper.
Well, I know. That's the thing.
But I feel like some of the guys are taking, they're pushing when they get around, they hold back and get reset.
So he's got a kid's freshman, Sam Tucker.
Oh, nice. Which middle school?
He's 21 or 28.
Oh, your kid is in middle school.
No, he's not here.
Next. Okay.
I don't know. Dave asked me if I could do it. And I was like,
Yes,
sure.
yes.
We have a older
Next
daughter.
Friday. Well, I might be back in time. My
Yeah,
girls
so
are
we're
going
gonna go
back
pick her up
on
this, tomorrow. We
school,
leave.
and we're going to go
And
New
then
York
we
City
got, yeah,
Wednesday
LA.
morning. So I'm going to try to drive as far as I can Wednesday and make it back Thursday in time.
Is this
So
your only or?
My oldest.
I'll be at 5:30 or 7 with the boys.
Nice. Girls over.
You know, like back to back. So I was like, usually with games.
Was that great one?
Yes, 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 yes. Very nice.
I like those. Do you like them?
Yeah, I have figured. I mean, I don't have it.
I mean, I like them all.
Well, so our two bigs at Central, and then Perfect at Peace, and I figured I'd like to do as well. Oh, you went to eat.
I watched a couple.
Yeah.
No experience otherwise. It's pretty fine.
Final wrap.
Some of the guys are like training a little bit, you know, they'll do a little duplication or doing, but for the most part.
boys play first.
Well, and then
Again, that was 7, 4, 2, 4, 0.
Just depends.
That's your number?
That's
They do a lot of
Dude, yeah, we got
some like Michigan hockey games and
because actually, well, because I remember being someone played like, and if you, I had loved economics. My whole life was like, because I had a wonderful teacher that was into economics. He loved it, and I loved it. You know what I mean?
a lot of guys will do it from home and it just doesn't happen.
Oh yeah.
My wife and I don't get along. We're like first year.
Yeah.
Kids,
I'm gonna really, I'll take away all. I'm gonna be better than that.
We had a math teacher this year in fifth grade who was giving us flack for like 2 kids. And he's like, I just had my first. And I was like, I'm excited for when you're like 10, 15 years down the road. And like, everything you're doing, I'm like, I would like to find out, like, is this really like that important to you?
And I think to me that pisses me off too, because it's like math is important. Like you can not like your gym teacher or something. It's like fine. I don't know, whatever. I gotta Lee fights all the battles.
I'm a fighter. Well, I think the Vikings, and some of them don't like to follow it.
Well, in general,
It's a legal binding document.
I say in general,
We've been related to
and some a lot of teachers are so above it. Like Roberta,
They outweigh the
Lindsay Vaughn.
Yeah, like, and even up to high school. I mean, everybody, until this year.
Our old school Alright, so we go back and with Kim, I guess. I told her, you want to
There's like 7 classes. You were here, you did like
the only one who comes up here to say hello.
like, you are now.
Now the sun's coming
No,
up.
but you know what I mean? Like,
Alright, I'll see you guys.
Yeah, now the sun's coming up, but it's all blocked.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go sit in the shade. And I don't want to
So I'll walk, look at the sun.
Look at all those saps down there, all cold, shivering, just because she's so good. Well, I was just saying, like,
How you been doing? Life's good?
Maple Grove is one very
Really good.
But I wonder if they won't try it on.
Yeah, I think
Keep strong for work, they keep things, you know?
Yeah, I'm surprised by that on my own. Your movie?
Maybe.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
Working on
Where, what city?
it. Working
well,
on it. Probably.
So you,
Oh,
so you're gonna fly to Minnesota for us to
No,
go
I might
split
live up here. I might live in my van.
my family's really weird.
My wife's leaving.
well, and he mentioned he's got buddies in Colorado. He's like,
Yeah, I live out there too.
there too.
I love Colorado. Where in Colorado?
Two springs.
Okay, so I grew up. I don't.
All right, lacrosse fans, we are back and live from Maple Grove. A recap of half number 1 here from Crimson Field would net the Trojans with an early start and a sustained effort through quarter number 2, and they maintain a 3-goal lead, 5-2. 12 minutes on the clock. Players now assembled in their chosen positions as we go back to the logo. I believe that's Doyle and number 32 once again.
Nice. 16.
18 wins, 16 grown ball.
And the Trojans will start quarter number 3 with the ball in hand as that goes backwards to Lavender, and the Trojans look forward.
Tough catch.
Nordseth with a nice catch near midfield. That'll go to Schoen as he takes the space given. He'll get a clear past the resistance line, take a couple whacks at his hand, but he's no worse for wear as that goes back to Nordseth at the point. Patience employed here from Wayzata. Johnson with a nice goal in quarter number 2 will take possession for the moment. Pick there as he takes a look at the net, but wisely opts out as that goes back around the horn. Sean
pick.
Hoffman, number 9, will bang into the far corner. Back to Schoen at the point. Nice job for him to maintain the body position to see a man trucking right at him, but that goes in his basket, and he'll take a breath back.
Come on, Cam.
Cam Johnson once again on the near side.
Shake and bake.
Notable absence here as number 8,
Go, go, go.
Come on.
Thor Sukup on the sideline here, looking for stick. Maybe he broke a stick. It looks like he's getting a new head, so keep an eye on that. It's not his body, it's his stick from my vantage point. But Trojans now looking for space. Ball to Johnson on the near side. Marked up nicely by Rogowski.
Go on, Cam. Go hard, go hard,
Cam
go
will
hard.
go right this
Go hard.
time. He finds space. Nice
Nice
job
turn.
there. Shoots off of the back heel of a Crimson player as number 5 will limp off. That's Maxwell Kiefer. Took one right off his heel, and he bounced his way like Tigger out here to the sideline.
Oh.
Look for a trainer to help with that.
Forced 16, ground
Another
ball
turnover
16.
to the Trojans, but
Turnover
right back
16.
to it.
Turnover
As the
16.
Crimson will take space forward. That gets to the midfield line, and one of the Trojans, number 2, Jack Olson, is summarily dumped by several blue sweaters. Hand in the air from the referee, and possession back to the Crimson. Number 11, Burgess, will look forward. He's encountered there by John Evans, as the Crimson goal line extended towards the X position. Eli Bird around the horn. Number 20 is Seppelt. Haven't had his name called yet tonight. Benjamin Seppelt. 6 points for him on the season. Seppelt will hand off.
Force
Nice again.
16, ground
Number
16.
on Jack Adams playing extraordinarily well with that long stick, interfering with passing. Now here he comes. Here comes Johnson on the doorstep. And my goodness, what a save! Number 4,
on.
Jude Ferris, the goaltender for the Crimson, out of his mind tonight. Another huge save. And just like that, the Trojans will take the ball back in hand.
22 ground
Here comes
ball.
Hoffman. Here comes Alstead, and Alstead rips one.
22
Top
from
shot
9.
and gets past Ferris.
Say it again.
And
22
Ryder
goal.
Alstead for the Trojans will take that, his 18th and 19th
9
goal
assists.
on the season to lead the Trojans. And Wayzata goes up 6-2.
I like when the other kids do it.
It's pretty cute.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh, the Matamidi pregame with the powwow music was fucking awesome.
Alstead, the senior from
That whole
Wayzata.
trip
I
was
had
awesome,
some
yeah.
tips here from
Oh, no.
some Wayzata
Matamidi.
fans
Matamidi was
headed
good.
to Rockhurst alongside his
That was
teammate
the windy day.
Odin Schoen,
Frickin'
and they'll join Bennett
propeller
Brown,
fucking
who graduated
burst.
last year at Rockhurst,
Jack
playing
Adams
some
up there.
collegiate lacrosse next season. So wishing them well for the remainder of this season, but into the next season as well. As the ball gets bounced about, bodies
There it is.
strewn
Save.
everywhere.
Save.
Win
And
for
control with another good
Win,
defensive
ground ball
play.
5, turnover
43
5,
for
5.
the Crimson
Get
is
all that.
Bodner, who exited the ball from the Trojans and will take possession for the
Nice.
Crimson,
Wow.
getting the
Nice.
clear. Now another turnover is number 5, Billingsley, will take the ball back for the Trojans and will come back the other way. Alstead at the top of the key will wait for the cavalry to come back on. There's number 8, Sukup, with a new head on his stick. See if that thing's freshened up for a couple shots. 7:50 remaining in quarter number 3. Sukup will quarterback from the point.
Go hard, buddy. Go hard. Downhill.
Benke for the Trojans will take space, the freshman.
Keep pushing.
Nordseth, Sukup. He'll bounce. He'll go around the left side. Take a look at the net, but opt to come back to Nordseth at the point. Another good body position for the Crimson, but maybe better for Nordseth as that ball gets to the midfield
Turnover
line.
24.
Ball control there will be sent back to the Crimson as number 5, Max Kiefer will take it for Maple Grove. He's encountered there by 16 Adams as that ball gets to the middle of the field. Cherney back to Olson. Olson will dance. He gets past Adams for the moment. Adams recovers. Olson will back out, circle back, now take the right side. He'll go engage, go spin mode, and my goodness, what a shot there. Number 2, Jack Olson for the Crimson. Spin move, back and forth, up and down, loop-de-loop, and gets past Brendan Lavender. And the Crimson cut into the lead, 6-3, 6:38 remaining in quarter number 2.
Scoring for Maple Grove, number 2, Jack Olson.
Oh,
Outstanding individual effort there from Olson to get to the net, get the shot as a bald eagle soars through the field. That's got to be good luck for somebody. Take a look, folks. Do you see the eagle flying?
Oh, get it.
Cinco de Mayo.
18 win, 18 crumble.
And it would be good luck for the Crimson as they take control back here and they get space into their offensive zone. Behind the net and ball out of
Forced
bounds
5.
and turnover for the Crimson. Unforced error as the wind picks up here, blowing that flag.
Comes a duck.
And the duck crosses, chasing down the bald eagle. A little room to move, but nevertheless, it's A for effort for the for Daffy there. Number 21, Leach will take space for the Trojans as that gets to midfield. Sukup will dance. He'll get past the defense for the moment. He'll circle into the corner, goal line extended as the Trojans quarterback from behind the net. Johnson will take it. Sukup with a nice leaping catch. He'll look to dance once again on the defense. Gets inside and Cam Johnson. My goodness!
Shot
Wow.
on 6.
Ferris
ball
once
12.
again. Have you heard this one? But my goodness, Ferris with another huge stop, steering that to the side. Ball control back to Wayzata. But boy, oh boy, Ferris is playing lights out tonight. Sukup takes a shot.
Shot not
That
8.
gets past the net, I believe, off the mark. But Ferris was there on his knees to steer that anyway. Ball control back to Wayzata. Johnson will take a few blows to his back and circle back to the point. 5 minutes on the clock here remaining in quarter 3. Johnson finds Sukup. Sukup not afraid of that. He is depleted through the crease. Flag comes out on a late call for the referee, but a nice cross check here will take the Crimson, and the coach does not approve as number 30 for the Crimson, that's Cole Rogowski, will come off and feel shame for a period of time.
Penalty on Maple Grove, number 30. Cross check, 1 minute.
1 minute on the call there from Rogowski. Trojans go man up here.
The concept of defenseless, but if you make yourself defenseless by spinning into a check,
I believe that's Nordseth in the far corner. He'll find Sukup. Sukup goes to Johnson.
That's probably what they got.
Shown at the point. Sun coming out now for those watching at home, making it just a little harder to see the ball for the players and for these old eyes to see the jersey numbers.
Oh!
Pass from
That's good.
Sukup to Alstead in front, but way off the mark and all the way to the wall. Out of bounds to Wayzata. Alstead will take another shot. That goes back to the wall.
Keep shooting. You're getting a little closer.
Sukup will find another one on the goal line, or end line, excuse me. Johnson, back to Sukup. Sukup, maybe 3 in a row. That goes to
Yes.
Hoffman. Sean Hoffman
9
with
from
another
24.
decker. And he finds the twine just past Ferris. And the Trojans will go up 7-3. Sean Hoffman.
Number 9, Sean Hoffman.
Assisted by number 24, Hunter Nordsen.
Alex Elias is doing this time.
7-4, 7-3. That's what I thought. The scoreboard had 4 up there. 7-3 in favor of Wayzata in this late conference matchup. Ball bouncing through knees and ankles. That gets to the
Come on,
blue
Tommy.
sweaters. That's Colmenero, who bounces over the top.
Darn it.
That gets to 32.
Loss.
Kudla, the face-off specialist, does a nice
Double him,
job once
double him,
again
double
for the
him.
Crimson.
16, there it goes.
Kudla will take space on the far side. He's got space, finds number 12. And just like that, the Crimson will answer. Number 12 on the goal. That's Jackson Hermadka, his second of the game, on a nice flash from the Crimson, getting past Lavender. And now we've got our 7-4 score with 3:47 remaining in quarter number 3.
Number 12, Jackson Hermaka.
For Hermadka, his 6th and 7th goal of the season, netting him 10 points overall. Elias for the Trojans, trying Kudla here on the dot. Battle ensues. and
Win, 14 ground
Johnson,
ball.
14 for the Trojans will take that forward. He hands it off to number 6, Johnson, as he takes the far side of the field. He's encountered by 43.
Go, go,
That's
go, go, go.
Bodner once again doing a nice job defensively. Johnson hangs on to the ball for the moment. He'll find 23. That's Benke. I had that in my head and I lost it. Benke, the freshman, 23. Nordseth. 3 minutes now ticking down in quarter 3. Nordseth finds Johnson. Johnson goes across to Hoffman. Tries to
Shot on 9.
load a high shot, but once again,
Ground
Ground
Ferris
ball
is there
9.
for the
Ground
Crimson.
ball
Ball bouncing about, and the Trojans, Hoffman will jump on top of it. He will regain possession for Wayzata. He'll exercise patience. Now take a left. He's got space. Goes sideline. Gets off the shot off,
Shot
but
not.
just off the mark. Out of bounds to Wayzata. Halstead. He'll go behind the net. He will blow a tire there for the moment. That'll turn over to the Crimson. In a tripping call, it looks like, in the Crimson coach again losing his mind on the sideline. The visor's off. The fists are flying.
Uh-oh.
He just got a penalty too. So there's 2 flags down.
Keep an eye on the activity here on the sideline as number 1, Charlie Parker, will come off and feel shame. Looks like he was called for the trip initially.
And then they got to put their in home. So we're going to be up 2 men.
Looks like the referees engaging with the Crimson coaching staff as the Trojan staff walks over now in consult. I believe head coach Chad Herr is out
Raffle tickets for
tonight.
youth night. First up, Lincoln.
Yeah, I just got done with.
874-211.
So consult here
211.
on the sidelines as they engage the maybe extracurricular expression from the coaching sideline of the Crimson.
Next one, Lincoln.
Wayzata will be up at least 1 man here,
281.
That's 874-281.
and they will get the chop on
Next one.
Parker, trying to read sign language here. Sideline penalty.
252.
So they will have 2 in the box. Will the Crimson, as number 3, Varian will walk in. So it looks like double man up for the Trojans with a 7-4 lead and 2:19 on the clock. And the referees just not having the coaching, trying to maintain some order here as play continues. Maybe got tossed. I wish I had the name, but he's escorted himself out, and he is not happy about it. So, coach removed from the sidelines here for extracurriculars, and the Trojans now take the ball, 2-man advantage, 2:19 on the clock, and a 7-4 lead. Johnson, Schoen, Alstead in the center. That goes to Johnson. Back to Sukup. Off the stick of Johnson, but chased down by Schoen. Now Sukup behind the net. Looking forward. Hoffman. Sukup trying to get inside to Alstead. Alstead chopped down. He finds it in his stick. And what an athletic move! Ryder Alstead, number 22 for the Trojans, on his belly, finds it in his stick, gets it past a
unassisted because he didn't catch
in
it.
Ferris,
So
and the Trojans go up
he had a ground ball
8-4.
also.
Ryder
ball and an
Alstead,
unassisted goal.
outstanding individual effort.
I almost had a turnover. Turned a turnover into a ground ball and a goal.
So that first penalty releases, the unsportsmanlike is non-releasable.
Is it a 1 minute?
1:44 remains on the clock. One Crimson player still remains on the sideline, so Wayzata still man up as the Crimson will take possession. The shot knocked down in front,
gotta be blue.
skewed to the side and off the mark. Referees and officials will point
Flag on
to
somebody.
ball control to Wayzata, or is it? As both a Trojan and a Crimson player picked up a ball. Looks like we're going to stay down in this end.
Ben's got a 1-minute body check. I missed it behind there. Did he hit somebody pretty good?
Oh, a flag. I didn't see that either. Number 4 for Wayzata is Ben Weekly. He'll come off for body check. That was why the discrepancy. 1:33 remaining, so each team now with a player on the sideline, even strength, as the Crimson will take the ball behind the net, but a nice step in front.
Cause turnover
Takes
14.
body. Fantastic play there. for the
And a
Trojans.
ground ball 1.
Defenseman number 14 as he does a bit of a defenseman celly behind the play.
Good touch, dude.
Matt Leach will take it with the long stick. He gets space. He's got the spot, and he finds it just off the mark. A shoestring save from Ferris once again as Leach took a bid to the net. 1:02 remaining in quarter 3. That goes to Cam Johnson in the near side. Now released is the Crimson player, and they go man up for the moment with Weekly on the sideline for the Trojans.
Should be doubling them.
It should be doubling.
Schoen will walk the clock off, letting the time on the penalty whittle itself down. 38 seconds on the clock here in quarter 3. Hoffman. Now the Trojans even strength will go full sail for both teams here with 26 seconds remaining. See if the clock awareness for Wayzata could net them another tally here before we get into quarter 4. Behind the net, X goes Sukup. Sukup will find space. He gets a shot attempt and just over the top of the head. And
Unassisted.
Sukup lays the hammer
Eight
down.
from 6.
And he'll net his first of the game here tonight. Sukup will take the Trojans to a 9-4 lead. 11 seconds remaining in quarter 3.
How many steps do you give them before you get noticed?
That was probably 1 or 2 too many, but I'd rather give it.
Yeah. When in doubt.
I'd rather give it.
Playmaking.
We should give more.
To the dot.
There's some of these plays where we've had our
Battle
plays.
ensues for the face-off specialist.
Pass it on to somebody else.
Goes, I suspect that will mark the end of our quarter. Crimson will take possession. 3 seconds. No shot attempt here as the horn sounds, ending quarter 3. We go into intermission, and the Wayzata Trojans taking a 9-4 lead going into quarter number 4. We'll be back at Crimson Stadium in just a minute for fourth quarter action on the Lake Conference Network. Come back. Don't miss a second.
I saw tickets for like $100 the other
I think
day.
I got enough energy for another one.
It was a couple nights ago, yeah.
I've got another wrap.
No, I was like, maybe it was 120. I mean, it's expensive, but like it's kind of fun.
It's 874.
So you're
Honestly, I love and I try to do this too a little bit when I
Hang around to the end of the game.
Your
There's
ability
one more raffle for
to,
JBL.
your voice is great, which I don't have. The ability to call the game, but then
put that
keep things light.
ChatGPT and
like
ask
the-
it what
the
you
document-
Yeah.
stuff like those things. That's the difference. Sometimes it's just too much.
Well, on the last game, it might have been the boys' game last week. I got a text, my son lost a tooth, and I mentioned it on the thing. And like the whole sideline went, "We want to see pictures of this too." You know, like that was like nobody cared about the game at that point. You know, it was just kind of funny. But
I mean, we used to do hockey, you know, just for parents.
sure,
What's the
Yeah, I
difference
have
between goals
one of
and
the players
points?
with a sister's drum.
yeah.
And then we
Oh, yeah, that's
we would talk about Taylor Swift and
Yeah, right.
Giddy Bears.
There's a certain amount of, kookiness that I try to avoid, but there is a super humanity to it too. You know? I just assume everybody's grandmother is watching, and that's about it.
And that's true too, because the one thing I do is you say a lot of names. So
Yeah.
half the time the people are just listening to
Yeah, for sure.
because they can't.
You can't see it. I mean, you can't see it. It's the truth.
Well, they want to hear their name.
Come on. Owen.
Back to live action here from Maple Grove once again, 9-4. The Trojans ahead of the Crimson of Maple Grove. And fourth quarter action will begin now. Ball control once again to Maple Grove. That's number 29 for the Crimson. 24. Ball bouncing about on the sideline. Flag coming out now from the official. 24 is Blake Cherney doing a nice job on the draw there.
21 with a 1 minute
Maple Grove side.
slash.
Penalty to Wayzata
1 minute. They're getting a lot of 1 minutes. So.
will go to number 21, Matt
21.
Leach.
Slash.
Slash, used to call that giving him the business back in the day, but a slash call to Leach will put him on the sideline for a minute. 11:40 on the clock. Crimson will circle back. That's 18 Berg.
Watch two.
Nice job
So
as
we're
the
playing a
Crimson go
4-man
around the
zone
horn.
and a. Well, no, they're running a 4-man zone
Hermadka?
because we're man down and they're just trying to.
Gets inside, shot attempt there to the side as Lavender eyeballs that away from the net.
Yeah.
Back to
So as long as they
Crimson
keep
control.
them from getting the ball, then we're in good shape.
Hermadka.
And then in theory, even if he does, then we've got the full zone.
Nice job. A good look inside for the
Forced
Crimson. but
14,
a better
ground
job.
ball 30.
That's 14 for the Trojans. Aiden Johnson with the long stick in the batted ball away from a pouncing player for the Crimson getting
What a
into
pass.
Lavender's basket. But a great job from Aiden Johnson to steer that to the side. Here come the Trojans down the side. And number 6
from
Cam
22.
Johnson will net another one for the Trojans, and they'll go to double digits. 10-4 lead for Wayzata.
22, right?
10:40 on the
I
clock.
don't know. I heard you.
I think it was him.
It was.
Yeah.
You got that forced before.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know, I did it. I got it.
Technically
Crimson
man down.
defense consulting
man
here
down?
in front of goaltender
Nobody's
Ferris
sitting out there.
Go Owen.
If we
as
weren't,
they
we were just
confer
coming
on
on.
strategy for the remaining 10 minutes and 40 seconds of this game. To the logo we go. Doyle
Come on, Doyle. Get
Turn
it,
around, turn
get
away.
it, get it, get it.
Ball bouncing.
Come on.
Come on, Matey. Come on,
Come on.
Matey.
Come on,
Come on,
Wade.
Matty.
Good
Come on, Wade.
scrum there for both teams. Scratching and clawing. Coming out of it is Leach off of the sideline.
Nice.
And back in the game is 21. Ball control to Crimson. Number 2 is Jack Olson having a nice game here tonight for Maple Grove. He looks for space. Tight defense now for the Trojans, trying to isolate. 24, Cherney. He gets a look here, but escorted to the side by Adams. Nice job there.
Forced
Good
forward,
spot
ground ball
for
30.
number 4, Ben Weekly, doing a nice job as Lavender gets caught up behind the net. Bouncing ball to
Ground ball.
Who's ground ball?
Weekly for the Trojans as they get
Okay.
cleared through
Okay.
Ground ball
midfield.
third.
Leach will
Okay.
look for Olstead. Olstead will get the touch.
Got it.
He'll meander behind the far sideline, find Johnson, who's had a fantastic evening tonight. Banky for the Trojans walking on. Nordseth. Nordseth will walk. He takes a right-hand turn. He'll send it to the far side as Sukup jumps
24
and finds the twine past Ferris. And Sukup from the 12-meter rifles one past. And the Trojans now 11-4. Sukup
Score for
with
Wayzata.
a
Number 8.
blast.
Suka.
We'll run it up.
Get it.
Bartuska
Get it.
for the
That's
Crimson.
a win for 13 and a
First
ground
time
ball
calling
for
his name
16.
tonight on the draw for Maple Grove as that gets
Turnover
one
16.
And a turnover
backwards.
16.
And now Maple Grove will take space to midfield. That's number 5, Kiefer.
I would like that.
Kiefer with a pass and a nice catch on the sideline.
Four.
to Hermanto.
Force 5, ground
But
ball
he's
5.
displaced
Four.
from the ball.
Four.
Oh,
He'll
oh,
limp
4.
off here with an ankle as the Trojans take space.
4 shot.
Another
Shot on.
blast from Weekly. That's a huge shot from the long stick, and Ferris stands in front of that with courage and steers it to the side. Crimson now will take space, looking for the midfield line, going far side, and there's the Sunshine getting in the way. Cannot see
Very
that.
forced there. Just check.
The 12th player on the field, the 11th player on the field,
Yeah.
the Sunshine
Is the
getting
sun.
a unforced error for the Crimson and ball control back to Ryder Olstead and the Trojans. .8:17 on the clock. Nordseth will dance. He'll take his turn left and regroup for the moment. Banky finds Schoen in the Sunshine. The Schoenshine,
Go.
and that goes to the left. Olstead not afraid to shoot that, and my goodness, another stop by Ferris. Upper deck corner, I think Olstead had it, but off the post, and Ferris makes another good stop. Far sideline now, I believe that's Nordseth for the Trojans.
That was shot on for sure.
Cam Johnson will take
I
it.
think it hit something.
I thought it hit some another guy.
Ball down, but pounced right back on it is Johnson. He's marked up nicely
Good
by
X,
Charlie
good X.
Parker there, doing a nice job for the Crimson defensively. Nordseth finds Schoen, top of the key. He'll dance. He'll go left, find space, and another stop by Ferris. Right in the basket once again. Number 4, highlight reel night tonight. And 2 players go blow a tire there about midfield. That's Nordseth for the Trojans and 43 Bodner, but they both pop back up and get back on D. Number 20, Settled. Round ball 1. Burgess. He'll look into the sun at the coach. Now remember, coach is down. The Crimson bench is down a coach. Nice spot there. Good effort for number 11.
think
That's
that hit it, did it?
Burgess
No.
looking for space. Does a nice turn,
And
getting
we
a
want to
shot
run
off,
out.
but
So
just off the mark,
14
out of bounds.
forced.
Control to Wayzata. Now 6:36 on the clock. Lavender. And Billingsley play a little catch. Weekly will find it in his basket. He'll send it way down the field and
I
off
think
the
that's
stick
9.
of
Hoffman.
Hoffman and out of
Good catch.
bounds.
That's catch.
No, it didn't go out.
Didn't go out of bounds, but
Oh,
scooped up by
still
the
9 because he
Crimson.
missed it.
Yeah, not, did you get it?
Turnover 9.
Turnover.
Ferris will walk. How about a good goalie goal? We've got 6 minutes left in this one.
That's a flag.
Whip across by Olstead uncalled as number 2 Olsen will take space and get the zone for the Crimson. Cherney, he'll one-hander into the zone. He'll escorted there. Nice job defensively for by Weekly to steer him to the side. Aiden Johnson, bouncing ball here.
Beat
Should
him
get
there.
to the resistance
Beat him
line.
there.
Doesn't. The Turf Monster will keep that from getting to midfield, and now Olstead
Turnover.
finds it
one
in his
and
basket, but a call here on
22
the
thrown.
resistance
14
line at
all the way back.
midfield. Looks like ball
Ryder was
control
offsides.
Yeah, I'd say so.
What about 14?
to Crimson.
Turnover.
Yeah.
And one forced turnover.
Got that.
Burgess will walk. He's marked up by Leach. Hand in the air, but steer to the side. Another hack at a hand there.
Ouch.
I don't know if anybody's been hit by a lacrosse stick, but if you've been hit by a billiard stick, it feels about the same. So, nevertheless, you don't want it. And these players out here taking bruises for their squads and continuing to come back for more as a shot at Del
Save 30.
goes right into the basket of Lavender, and he steers it clear for Wayzata. Leach towards midfield. He'll find number 4, that's Weekly. He'll dance about, circle back, and find the clear and the touch for Wayzata. That gets inside. He gets inside the crease, and he'll walk. Shakes a shot. The long stick doesn't quite find home, but Hoffman will pounce on it for the Trojans. Charlie Parker marked up on him nicely. 4:22 remaining. Shown at the key.
Go, you're in. You're in.
He walks through, shot off the mark,
Oh, shot.
goes out of bounds, control back to Wayzata as they capture a fresh ball on the end line. 3:58 now on the clock. Pass all the way to the top, just over the outstretched arms of the defense. Right into Sukup, who's normally throwing passes, not catching them. And the Trojans will circle about. Hoffman will look for space. Over to Johnson. Behind the net is Banky. Freshman Banky will walk, find Sukup. Sukup with a nice head fake, gets space.
No.
Cocks and then reloads there for the moment. Gets it back to the X position. Believe that's Johnson circling back up top. He gets space, gets a step, sends it
Shot
to the
on
goaltender,
6.
but Ferris once again knocking
He's had
it
a good
down
game.
for the
We put
Crimson.
11 goals in, but he's had-
Outstanding job.
He's had a nice game.
There goes the duck.
3:06 on the clock. Pass to midfield. Nice capture there by Olsen. Olsen will dance past the defense. And then he
Forced
is
16,
summarily,
ground ball 8.
depleted of the ball as Olstead finds Hoffman, and Hoffman
Jeez,
finds
guys.
Ferris, and good lord, right into the basket. Ferris with another big stop. Despite an 11-4 score, Ferris has had an outstanding game in goal. Both goaltenders
Okay,
here
got it.
playing really, really well tonight. The Trojans finding the back of the net just a few more times as they turn the ball over, and Wayzata will take space as
don't know
Leach
what
will come
happened
through midfield. Wayzata now in full control with the ball. Timeout for the moment with 2:20 on the clock. Chance to freshen the beverages at
We
home.
have 4 more raffle tickets here.
Put your feet back up. Now, anybody that wants to stick around for some more lacrosse, the girl versions of these two teams will be playing here at 7:30. Yours truly will be on that call as well. For anybody that wants more lacrosse tonight and skipping the Wild game, log right out of your Lake Conference stream for this game and into the girls version. And I suspect a very, very good one tonight for the girls in that Lake Conference matchup as well. 11-4. Take a quick break.
What's your 7th grader play?
Was that?
What's your 7th grader play?
Lacrosse, hockey, is for football this fall?
Oh, okay. Hockey as well, huh?
Is football new?
For him it will be, yeah.
Just when you think May has begun, the seasons for both of these teams in the lacrosse spring season starting to wind itself to the end. For the Crimson, remaining games are just 4 after today. They go at Tonka, then Duluth and Buffalo at home, and then at East Ridge May 16th. For the Trojans, they've got 5 games remaining. They'll go to home against Buffalo on Youth Night, then at Robbinsdale Cooper, then Eden Prairie and Gentry Academy at home, and finishing the season at Andover. If everything falls this way and this one goes to a final, the Trojans will go to a, I'm wrong, folks, hold on, hold that thought. The Trojans schedule, I had the girls' schedule in front of me. The boys' schedule: Buffalo at home, at Centennial, at Hudson, Eden Prairie at home, and Duluth Marshall to finish the season. So they have 5 games remaining, do the Trojans. Ending at May 22nd as the section play will start to shape up at the tail end of May. Trojans now, Sukup will find it inside. It goes off the mark. On the spot is Hoffman and 2 Olstead.
22 for
and
9.
Olstead will find the back of the net, sending it whizzing past Ferris. Hoffman to Olstead, and the Trojans will go up 12-4 with 1:39 remaining on the clock.
By number 9, Sean Hoffman.
So 5 remaining games for the Trojans and 4 for the Crimson. For the Crimson on the season, with the loss tonight, they'll move to 6-3 on the season and 3-2 in the Lake Conference. And for the Trojans, I mentioned before the game, they're one of 5 undefeated teams, no tallies in the loss column, and they will walk out of Maple Grove.
That's a win for 13 in a
that
ground
position, and they'll go to 8-0 on the season and 5-0 in the Lake Conference. A fantastic start for these Trojans from Wayzata. The lights coming on now at the stadium. Trojans will take control in the far corner. That's number 19, Griffin Brown.
Just got tackled.
19.
Getting some
turnover.
space.
They're not calling a hold here.
1:08 on the clock. Ball control now to the Crimson at midfield. That gets to Olsen. Olsen will dance between some blue sweaters. He cocks, he loads, he walks. He gets inside, but
That's a
Lavender
save.
says
30.
no. The defense
5
stops
ground
that
ball.
threat once again as Olsen gets to the doorstep, but is summarily escorted out by the Trojans defense. And Brendan Lavender, number 30, another outstanding effort for Lavender tonight.
Go.
As the Trojans now take another shot attempt, and number
Unassisted,
24,
24.
Nordseth, finds the twine past Ferris, and the Trojans will net their 13th goal tonight, and they'll go up 13-4 with 33 seconds on the clock.
No, pretty good doing that. Was that first score? Up 4-3.
Stick around at the end of the game for the last JBL speaker.
Still for youth night, giving gifts away. Now a JBL speaker up for grabs
That's a nice
at the
gift.
tail end of the game. I hope my
It's a
numbers
win for
vote
18,
that.
ground ball 15.
The Trojans win the draw there as they take space. 25 seconds on the clock.
Get a touch.
Suspect they'll take a couple hacks
Get
at
a
the
touch.
ball here as Colmenero will walk in. Flag comes out. That will be a call here at the tail end as Colmenero shakes his
Just
hand
want a turnover.
and looks for the bruise on his wrist with 13 seconds left. That's number 32,
Just hold this up.
I believe, for the Crimson is Kudla, who will take the last parting shot at, nope, I'm wrong, 39, Bartuska for the Trojans, with one last shot on the wrist from the Trojans. And on the whistle, with 13 seconds left, I suspect we'll have a final here and a buzzer with a very decisive win for the Trojans coming into Maple Grove and taking on a very plucky
Oh, they're not gonna
Crimson
throw it.
squad and walking out.